Happy Wednesday, it's hump day. It's hump day. It's the middle of the week, and I hope you're having an awesome time. Let's see what's going on with our news, guys, and we'll be back.
Good morning. Starting January 2025, the Royal St. Lucia Police Force's traffic unit will be upgraded and rebranded as the Department of Road Safety and Traffic Investigations. This change is part of the police force's initiative to strengthen road law enforcement following a rise in road accidents throughout the year.
So you would find by the 17th of this month, the month of December, we will put human resources into the traffic department, where we will allow another 45 persons coming out of the training to be placed in the traffic unit. On top of that, we will train 45 riders, outriders on the motorcycles. And 15 out of these 45 riders will be placed on top of that number at the traffic unit.
As of 2024, St. Lucia has recorded 22 road fatalities and over 1,100 accidents. In response, Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre highlights the government's ongoing efforts to address the crisis. While existing legislation targets reckless driving and speeding, the Prime Minister also revealed plans to introduce breathalyzers to further curb the rising number of accidents. They have to step up. These were the words of Deputy Prime Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire, referring to NAMALCO, the contractor for the West Coast Road Rehabilitation Project. The National Council on Public Transportation, the NCOPT, has warned of drastic action if road conditions on the West Coast Road are not improved.
Of course, we've had a lot of rain for the last couple of weeks, so the roads have deteriorated beyond expectation. But we still need to take into account, the welfare of commuters. And we have to ensure that as much that can be done must be done. And I believe we have said to NAMALCO, who the roads have been handed over to, because it's a construction site, that they need to do more to make sure that commuters have an easier passage of way. Of course, it will cost them some money. Obviously, they have to do more to make sure that the road is more motorable. But they have to step up.
In response, NAMALCO has committed to bettering the road conditions in time for the Christmas season. Visitor arrivals have hit an all-time high this year, with October setting a new record. Tourism Minister Dr. Ernest Hilaire announced that the latest figures have surpassed pre-COVID levels, signaling a remarkable rebound for the tourism sector.
The stay-over arrivals for the month was 30,408, which was 15% higher than last October and 13% higher than October 2019. And October 2019 was our best October ever, and this year has surpassed that by 13%.
St. Lucia's tourism sector continues to show impressive growth, with arrivals from the U.S. up by 25% compared to last October, and Caribbean arrivals rising by 30%. This increase has significantly contributed to the island's record-breaking visitor numbers for the year so far. Prime Minister Philip J. Pierre met with the Caribbean Examination Council's top achievers ahead of the Regional Top Awards ceremony set to be held right here in St. Lucia. While there were no top achievers from the island this year, Prime Minister Pierre expressed his confidence in the region's future, highlighting the bright potential of the next generation of regional leaders.
So I want you to be positive. Too many times we look at the glass half empty, and there are people who encourage you to look at the glass half empty. All that is their pronouncements. There are pronouncements of doom, pronouncements of gloom, pronouncements of desperation. Of course, we have issues. There are issues. But together, with people like you, leading the way, and some folks believe it's only politicians that can lead the way. You can lead the way by your experience, by your knowledge, by your utterance, and by your behavior. You can lead the way. You can sometimes show politicians what the way is.
During the meeting, Prime Minister Pierre reminded the students that they are part of a long tradition of Caribbean intellectuals, citing figures such as Sir Arthur Lewis, Louise Bennett, and Austin Clarke. He encouraged the achievers to use their skills to address pressing regional challenges, including crime and climate change. And that's your news summary. Thanks for watching.
All right, thanks, guys. We're taking a break. We're coming right back. We recently had a lovely chat with a young lady by the name of SACHA, and we had an interview with her before that particular interview where we found out a little bit more about her because she's so much. There's so much happening with SACHA. She's quite an involved individual. So let's learn some more about SACHA. This amazing young woman here is somebody that I came into contact with some years ago. It's been years. We were doing this women retreat stuff from one of our friends from Barbados came in, and we had this women thing. And I remember that's the first time I encountered SACHA. And I remember distinctly what I saw and what stayed with me. This tall, upright woman, it's like, she just commands that level of, aura and respect. And I remember after you spoke in that capacity as an author. We also, you just had a book that was, sort of like relation to what the topic was at the retreat. And, but you're also a psychologist. I'm learning that now too. So we really and truly, we're hitting it from a two-tier. You also do women empowerment as well. So you're quite a complete and accomplished individual who is using your platform, your expertise, your experiences, to really pour back into human, and that is commendable. So we just find it very interesting, and we're quite honored that we're able to connect with you now and probably share you with some of our viewers as well. So how are you, Sash?
I am doing very well, thank you. It's always a pleasure chatting with you.
For the benefit of persons who may not know, we want to briefly just that's my intro. I may have taken it from my angle, but for their purposes, tell us a little bit about you.
Okay, so as you mentioned, I am a counseling psychologist. I've been in the mental health field for a couple of years. Also an author. I'm also heavily involved in ministry. So I am utilizing all of these things to pretty much fulfill my God-given purpose, what I like to call my assignment. So I believe that's it in a nutshell.
What do you believe? What is that assignment?
My assignment is really to fulfill the plan that God has for me on this earth. And part of it has to do with helping people. And as cliche as that sounds, I believe every opportunity that I get to impart knowledge, to help a person, just to believe, Maureen, that there's hope. This is essentially it. And just last year, which is what brings you here, I believe I was called to begin this empowerment movement. And I was in my study room when this phrase, the name of the conference came. It was Queen Get Up. Yeah. And I quickly pulled out my diary and I wrote it because, sometimes when the ideas come, you can forget. So I quickly put that down and, I prayed a bit more about it, and I got every single thing from the speakers and every single thing as it relates to the conference. And the conference was dubbed, as I was telling you before, Queen Get Up, from trauma to triumph. And this was essentially, a conference to help people who have gone through adverse life circumstances and trauma to just know that they can bounce back from, adversity. And I can tell you, we had a power-packed day. Of course, yours truly was one of the speakers. I often say, to whom much is given, much is required. So this is me contributing to society and more so to the lives of women. And one of the things that really stayed with me, Maureen, was the fact that there are so many broken people out there, so many broken women, so many people that we can utilize what God has given to us to, help to uplift them. And as I was telling you before as well, a key component of that conference, outside of all of the psychoeducation, sharing of the stories, and this was right from the throne of God. Yes, I always like to include my faith in what I do because it's a very significant part for me. And I got this idea where every queen who was present had to pick a crown and crowned another queen. And this was a symbolic gesture of just uplifting each other. So many times we find people complaining about the fight down, and it's really about us supporting each other. And this is a movement essentially that has been started. Queen Gets Up Empowerment Movement. And coming out of the conference, we have a number of support groups where the women can come together, motivate each other, encourage each other, share their stories, and get a hope. And I think I've said
Who can access, who should, who can, and how can they access what derived from this bond in this conference?
it is not an exclusive group. So I would say any woman who feels the need to be a part of it, they can contact me. I believe, as I said, it is an assignment, and I'm here to help people, help women particularly. So anybody can access it.
We definitely think that this is onto a good mission here with yourself, and your background in psychology does play a vital role in enabling to, based on who comes to you, what's their issue, you can actually go even a bit further in terms of assisting and. So has it been?
Oh yes, it has been that way. As I mentioned, we have some support groups. Right now we're focusing on grief and loss. And imagine, I told you just before the interview that I got some bad news. And somebody who is part of one of my other groups just passed. And it just highlights, Maureen, that there's always something bad, seemingly bad, that happens, but life can throw things at us. And essentially the concept of post-traumatic growth, what doesn't kill us can actually make us stronger, and the concept of finding purpose in our pain. So despite the bad news, we still can bounce back and become even more refined and more mature despite the adversity.
Sounds like a plan. I think you guys should go on now and Queens Get Up on Instagram and see what something is happening here. And you may want to tap into that energy as well. Sasha, we continue. I hope you don't stay far from us, but we will continue to stay close to the movement. And, in whatever way, we see it fit that, we need to bring something out there. Be sure to link us up or hook us up. And once our guy touched down, we must go and see and trouble him and harass him. Whichever hotel it is, we just find ourselves there. Trevor back on island, guys. Well, guess who's back? Back again. Trevor's back. I remember the last time Trevor was here. I saw Trevor. We had a mission. We had something to do, and I come prepared. I come in tights and thing this time. We're ready to take the poses. And anyways, Trevor, welcome back home.
Thank you. Always good to be back.
Wonderful. What is happening this time around?
Well,
what you looking forward to?
I just came for a little rest. I had a tough year. Doing a lot of classes and charity work, doing charity work for breast cancer and so on. So I'll be doing lots of charity things, one after the other, raising funds for breast cancer in the UK. And so I said I needed a week to just shut down.
Unwind.
Yes.
But how you could? I mean, I appreciate that, and I know you need the rest. But when you get here, Trevs, because you don't spend a lot of time here. So when we do see you here, we're expecting you to take care of us. So we got to give you a break this time.
No. I'm always happy to do something to help you guys. No problem. But I'll be back. I'll be back in March.
Wonderful.
I'll be back in March for 2 weeks, and then so I can really do some more.
What is it like? What is it like working? I mean, we know what it's like here when we're doing, those work with the non-charitable organization. What is it like on the scale of say the UK? What is it like working with these entities back there?
It's great. It's a nice feeling when you give. Everybody appreciates it, and it makes you feel very happy because they really everybody knows who you are, so they put it out there, and you just feel. I feel very honored to do it, and they always keep asking for more and keep asking for more. So I do it for other things So
What is it you really do, though? What do you do with them?
I run like to raise funds for like for instance I did a Zumba fund.
Oh,
So
okay. So it's right up your field. So you're using what it is you do to raise the fund.
yes, and yes for breast cancer, and I give my time by teaching classes for free, and then invite outsiders to come, and then they donate for the class. And one thing about the people, once they hear something like that, they like to dress up and to give, and then that's it. We just
But that is something innovative. I mean, most time, okay, they raise funds here. We don't think we've ever done it like that. Like somebody, take your expertise like a Zumba instructor, and let people sign on to a class, and you get the proceeds go. I don't think I've ever heard of that particular kind of thing. So,
we do that.
so can we do it here? Can we?
Yeah, if it's a music on, yes. You say dress up in pink, and I put a theme, and we dress up in that theme, and then we just come out there and we have fun for 3 hours. Then I invited some more other instructors, so we do an hour, and then everybody comes in. About 50, 100 people in the class, and we have a great time dancing.
Now, you know what? You may not be doing any classes this time while we're here, but you know what you can do for us? We're heading into the season. What are some of the things that you can advise us of, as to get us through our health side of things? Like we probably could be mindful of going into the season of overindulgence sometimes.
Well, I know now it's Christmas time. It's arriving. People will have to put in all the health and fitness at the back, and then when January comes, they come back to it. It's just like the UK now. Around now, the gyms will go quiet. By January, February, everybody will be back. They want to lose the weight and get back into it. So just keep doing exercises. Keep doing what you're doing every morning, because that's what I do. I can't stop, because I'm here for a week and I'm already start feeling myself tensing, because my body's not used to stop. I have to keep doing what I do all the time. So
Would you recommend that persons do not? Well, maybe you could slow down a little bit, but do not totally give up on your plan, on your regime.
no. Don't stop. Just keep doing. You can like skip 1 or 2 days, but keep your thing going. Don't stop. Because once you see you stop, it'll be hard for you to start again, because you can just lose that the traction that you want to keep doing it. So you just don't stop.
Absolutely. So that's advice from the professional himself. Do not put your health and fitness on the shelf until after Christmas. Stop that. Unlearn that. Unlearn that. Get up in the morning, take a little walk, take a little run, do your little ting, do a little stretches and your little breath. Yeah, definitely.
It's very easy, and then go and do what you have to do. But the body comes first.
Absolutely. I like that. I think we ended it there. The body comes first. And Sunday past, we definitely ended up at the Sandals Golf and Country Club, because they had put on the Handmade St. Lucia Showcase again for yet another year. I believe this is the 6th year. Yeah. Now, last year we were here, and we're back again, Simone. It's another absolutely beautiful showcasing again. The atmosphere here is beautiful. The proprietors are here. So many of them get to showcase their stuff on here this year again. What is you feeling like from last year compared to now? What's the thoughts?
Oh, it's very, very good. We're really excited. We have a lot of new people with us, actually. I see you wearing one of our new people. Know Your Caribbean.
That's right.
Yes. So we're really excited to see people changing, a lot of people getting into doing things on their own. And it's really a great expression of people's creativity, just to see all that we have on show here today. And what I would love for you to do is actually interview some of the persons attending. Good. Because they really are the testament of what, how they appreciate what's happening in the country, in terms of artisan work and quality. you know, people, they really appreciate it. And we're proud to just be the vehicle to bring this to the community. Yeah.
I wanted to say that because, it's one thing to be, you doing your thing, you're the proprietor, general manager, you don't need to do this. You understand? But the fact that you have gone ahead and created a space, a platform, so that the local artisan can be able to showcase, bring like that wonderful, like a hub.
Yes.
Buyers can come and get their Christmas gifts and stuff
Exactly.
like that.
Yeah.
Persons can showcase all the different variety of things. It speaks to something really beyond just a company. It speaks about
Definitely.
social responsibility as well.
Correct. And it certainly shows how Sandals wants to be and stays committed to the community and keeping us linked and showing our passion to keep this community spirit alive, as well as ensuring that entrepreneurialism stays at the forefront of everybody's mind.
Normally we will think, well, Sandals is high end. Sandals could have just do this for his visitors, but the fact that Sandals has opened it up so that the St. Lucian, the nationals, can feel, connect with you as well in that way. I think this is really commendable. I told you that last year,
you.
and I have to say it again this year.
Thank you so much. But we appreciate you. Thank you for coming out and seeing. Also, thank you for supporting. This is our 6th year, and we're really excited to see what it can grow into. So we're happy.
And I'm glad you're continuing with it.
Thank you.
I'm glad you have not given up on it.
Not yet, no.
So next year we're coming back again. You'll see us back again here, and we're doing it all over again. So we're here at Handmade St. Lucia at the Sandals Golf and Country Club. It's the 6th year, I believe it is, 6 or 7. It's the 6th year, and it seems like it's another hit again. So we have one of the patrons, the attendees. You see, she done pick up she Christy Creations bag that she absolutely. You've definitely been shopping. What is your thoughts on this initiative?
I think it's wonderful. I think it's so nice to see that all the artisans coming out to really, display their products, and they're so creative. I'm blown. It's the first time I'm experiencing this because the last few years I wasn't here for it, but I'm impressed with the variety of options that you could get as well, and the creativity and the quality, yes, and the cost not bad either. In terms of you could get your Christmas presents, you could get so many things. I bought plants. I didn't come for plants, but I got plants. Yes.
You look like you're going to need a trailer truck to get you out.
I just told Masana she needs to get me, an escort, because I'm going to need either a wheelbarrow or an escort to walk out with me, because in 10 minutes I was over, about $400 already, just buying different gifts and different things. But it's nice. This is a really nice piece from Christy Designs. It's really, really beautiful. I love it. And I got some really nice jewelry in there as well. And so it's a wonderful experience so far. And I think more St. Lucians need to come to support because it's worth it. It's really, really nice. And it's a nice family activity as well. I brought my daughter with her friends, and they're also exploring and having such a good time. They spent a lot of time by the plants, and that was very educational for them. That's how I end up buying plants, because they bought plants too. So now they have something to take care of and to nurture, which is also a bit educational and good as well. So overall, an excellent event.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I totally concur and I agree. Well, happy shopping. I'm not going to stop you. Go and spend about 400 more and we're good. Happy Wednesday. Go out and have an awesome day today. Let's do this again tomorrow. I'll see you then.